It was a rock star reception in a Los Angeles school gym at a gathering to honor a teacher who's profoundly impacted thousands of students, some you probably know.
Ted Walch, never enough. Never, never, never.
Children will listen.
This is Ted Walch's final show, honored at the place where he spent the past 32 years of his life, Harvard Westlake School, teaching theater, cinema studies, and philosophy. Throughout his more than 5-decade career, he's made an indelible mark on students across the country, some who have gone on to touch so many of us.
He shows up time and time again.
He sees who you really are and helps you reach your potential.
He's the reason I'm doing what I'm doing now and why my life is the way it is.
He was eager to have a family of his own.
Ted Walch was my high school drama teacher more than 20 years ago.
For me, the way you touched me, it was not through some aggressive over-teaching. It was always simple.
If I do only one thing with my students is treat them as a fellow adult, even though they're not, treat their ideas with great respect, even though it's kind of ordinary, then let them know they're safe, that you are there supporting them, confident that the end result will work.
Included in the thousands who have learned from Walch are Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal, Allison Janney, Ben Platt, Beanie Feldstein, Jason Segel, and Jessica Capshaw. And his impact goes far beyond Hollywood.
If someone said to them, what did Ted Walch mean to you? They would say everything.
And they would be exaggerating, but they would also be saying, I gave them something that then allowed them to find something that then they exploded.
His pride and commitment extends to every one of his students.
He was very invested in all of our lives and the most impactful class that I've had.
He just treats you like he's a friend.
Now, our friend, the man who taught us all so much about life, is giving us a lesson in how he's approaching death. The cancer he beat 2 years ago recently returned in a rare, incurable form.
I have often said about death, it's an enemy we all have. It's the one thing that defines us. That struggle to fight it is misplaced. Why not live life the best you can so that when this thing that we all have comes our way is not an enemy, but in fact can actually be a friend.
He's chosen to forego treatment. Instead, spending his remaining days catching up with loved ones, most of whom are past students.
I'm having the time of my life. This is a great moment. Sure, the body really just isn't working, but the voice is, the brain is, the heart is.
It's with that very heart that Walch has changed countless people's lives.
A student put it better than I will. He said, you allowed me to find out who I am. You had the decency to treat me as the person you hoped I would become. And that's what teachers do.
Man, I could talk about Ted Walch for hours. I do want to say special shout out to Mark and Julie Platt, who made that very special event possible over at Harvard Westlake. Ted Walch is teaching until this very second, you guys. He's had his former students over at his house working on a book about his favorite film. I think you guys will all agree it makes me appreciate not just him, but all great teachers who dedicate their life to this cause, educating all of us so much more.
Absolutely.
We all have a Mr. Walsh, I think, in our lives.
Absolutely.
Right? So
that brought tears to my eyes.
James, has he written a book? I mean, those are words of wisdom that could live in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm. He's working on it to this very, very day, Carson. It's an incredible thing, and he wants everybody to read it.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
Great story.
That was a great teacher. That was great. Thank you, Jacob.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.